234 games Eli Manning has played for the New York Football Giants, and today on Tuesday, September 17th of 2019, his career as a starting quarterback for the New York Football Giants is all but over. Earlier today, the New York Giants and Pat Shurmur announced that Daniel Jones is going to be taking over for Eli Manning as the starting quarterback of the New York Football Giants. This comes after a drubbing of a loss to the Dallas Cowboys in Week 1, and then also to a big L against the Buffalo Bills at MetLife Stadium this past Sunday. That all means that Daniel Jones is going to be starting this Sunday in Tampa against Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, I know a lot of Giants football fans out there are very upset that we decided to, I say we like I had a say in it, that the New York Giants organization decided to shy away from Eli Manning after two games of the 2019 season for a rookie quarterback that a lot of people didn't really like the draft pick. And I'm going to be honest myself, I didn't like the draft pick either. But here's the thing. Eli Manning, 38 years old, 38 years old. He is the past. Honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. It hurts. I didn't think it was going to hurt as bad as it does. It sucks. It sucks for everyone. Even the people who want Daniel Jones to start, it sucks for them too. They're all Giants fans. We're all Giants fans. Eli Manning has done a world of good for the New York Football Giants and that organization, winning us 2 Super Bowls. That was just something that no one can ever forget. But his play over the last couple of years, no thanks to Jerry Reese when Jerry Reese was the GM, didn't help Eli Manning at all, keeping his job or doing more than he did as the quarterback for the New York Football Giants. That being said, like I said myself, I wasn't a big fan of the pick of Daniel Jones at number 6 this year on the NFL draft. But we all want Daniel Jones to succeed. And by we, I mean everyone in the Giants organization, all the Giants fans around the world. Like, you want Daniel Jones to succeed because you want your football team to do great. I didn't think Daniel Jones should have gone number 6 to the Giants. I think if the Giants really wanted Daniel Jones, they could have got him at 17. And if you really didn't want to get Dwayne Haskins, that's fine. Take the defensive player and get Daniel Jones at 17 because he probably would have been there. That said, if you know that that person is your guy, Daniel Jones, then go ahead and take him at whatever pick you got. And they did. And I was one of the many people at the coffee table at work, or the people on TV, or just anybody who has an opinion that did not like that pick. I was a Ohio State fan all my life, still am, and I wanted the New York Football Giants to draft Dwayne Haskins. Watched all of Dwayne Haskins' games this past year, and I thought that he deserved to be drafted by the New York Giants. He was the guy for the Giants. We drafted Daniel Jones. I didn't like it. Nobody liked it. That being said, Daniel Jones playing at Duke, you see all the highlight tapes of him playing at Duke, all the missed passes or drop passes by all the receivers on that Duke team. Didn't know how that was going to work in the NFL because he would have better players. Let's be real. Duke isn't really putting wide receivers in the NFL at a high capacity, but he's going to have better wide receivers in the NFL, better tight ends. He's thrown to better people. So I am of the mindset, okay, let's give him a chance. And during the preseason, he definitely proved that he is a pretty good passer. And not only that, he could move on his feet if the need calls for it. If the time calls for it, he can move on his feet. Eli Manning had 2 games at the beginning of the season to keep his job, and he didn't. And I think this is a good direction for the Giants to go to in putting Daniel Jones out onto the field this Sunday against Tampa. You're 0-2. I'm not going to say Daniel Jones is going to lead the New York Giants to the promised land, and nobody out there should believe that Daniel Jones is going to lead the New York Giants to the promised land, at least this year. That's not something that you should put on a rookie quarterback. Now, there's been exceptions to the rules in the past, but that's just not something that you should expect out of a rookie quarterback. I understand how great he did in the preseason and how excited we are to see a fresh new face of the New York Giants snapping the ball behind center. It's going to be very odd not seeing Eli Manning out there, but it's going to be exciting to watch Daniel Jones play football this weekend. If I'm being honest, I really don't know what to expect of the rest of this season, or even this Sunday for that matter, except for this. Except that there's going to be a little bit more juice in every stadium, whether it's home or away, when Daniel Jones is behind center. Nobody in the national media really is still bought on Daniel Jones. I'm not necessarily bought on Daniel Jones, but that's the best part of it. Giants games up until this point have been very hard to watch, let's put it that way. And having Daniel Jones, a brand new quarterback, which a lot of people still think is not fit for the job, even though he's played really well during the preseason, he's going to be behind center, taking snaps, and people are still going to expect him to do poorly. But then there's going to be people out there that expect him to do really well. It's going to be a mystery. We don't know what we're going to get from the New York Giants. We don't know what we're going to get from Daniel Jones. We knew what we were getting out of Eli Manning, and it wasn't a whole lot. Hurts me to say that, but it wasn't a whole lot. We don't know what we're going to get from Daniel Jones, and that is what's going to make these games exciting for the rest of the year. I honestly feel like, though, if you held the gun to my head and you made me make some type of prediction for the upcoming season, the remaining 14 games that there is for the Giants, I'd say this. I'd say the Giants will actually win a pretty decent amount of football games. But that also isn't all on Daniel Jones. The defense has to be better. The defense has to be better for the Giants, but it's hard to do that when you're with a bunch of second and third year players on the defensive end of the field. It's really hard to do that. They're very young, but you just can't let people run over your head. But if Daniel Jones is going to be the player that I expect him to be in the first year of starting, I feel like the Giants can win maybe 8 games. And I know, and that might seem shocking to some people to think that a rookie quarterback, after coming into a football team already down 0-2 in a 16-game regular season, can win 8 football games, especially on a team that's really as poor as the New York Giants. That's the best case scenario. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's the best case scenario. And I always look at every season as a best case scenario season. Earlier, before the Giants played the Dallas Cowboys, I thought to myself, wow, looking at the schedule, at the very best, not knowing what the defense was going to be, not knowing what Eli Manning was going to be, at the very best, I thought the Giants could go 10-6. But that's not what I was saying was going to happen. I said if they all played up to their best capabilities, which, trust me, nobody is on that team except maybe Saquon Barkley. If everyone played up to their best capabilities, and maybe also the offensive line, let me give them credit where credit is due. If everyone played up to their best capabilities before the season, I thought the Giants could go at best 10-6, but that wasn't my prediction. My prediction was maybe they won 7 or 8 games. It was my prediction with Eli Manning as a starter. After watching the games, it might have been 4 or 5, maybe 6. With Daniel Jones being down 2 games already, 0-2 on the season, 14 games left, pretty weak schedule to be honest. There are some tough games on the schedule, but there's a lot of weak games for Daniel Jones coming up, including this weekend against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're not incredibly weak, but they have their weaknesses, and they can be beaten by a rookie quarterback, especially with all the hype and juice and energy behind that game. That could be 1-2 on the season right there. At best, I believe Daniel Jones can go 8-8. That's what I think. He can win 8 games this year. At very best. I don't know. A little part of me wants to believe, and I guess it might be the fan inside of me, that they can do a little bit better than that. Maybe sneak in the playoffs, but I know what everyone's thinking right now. I'm just a Giants fan rooting for Daniel Jones and rooting for my team and making an emotional pick, and that might be it. I don't know what's going to happen this year for the New York Giants, but all I know is it's going to be fun. And all you guys should know is there's going to be some pretty good football games with Daniel Jones at the starting quarterback position for years to come. At least we hope. I appreciate you guys listening to my little rant here on YouTube. I don't even know what channel this is going on. I don't even have a channel created. I don't know the name of anything. I just know that for a while now, I've been wanting to put out sports videos talking about sports for a really long time now, and I finally came to do it today. What better day to do it than a Daniel Jones taking over Eli Manning at the starting quarterback of the New York Football Giants. I'll be talking everything on this channel as time allows, from football, of the professional level to college football to the NBA. Love the NBA. And even soccer. I'm a big soccer fan, grew up playing soccer. Everything sports, really. So if you guys want, I would really appreciate if you guys, whatever channel this is called or wherever this is posted, if you give a thumbs up, just to get it out a little bit more, because the YouTube SEO, thumbs up and subscribing really would help out the channel, if you want to hear more from me. If not, alright, I hope you listened to my tirade of 11 minutes and enjoyed it or hated it. It's alright. I appreciate you guys listening though. As always, have a great one and go Giants.